Amber Alert was issued for Dominick Arceneaux yesterday after his mother reported him missing.
Arceneaux lived at his house just through those trees there, all very close together. But just to give you a sense of why this search could be difficult and the challenge is that the White Oak Lake actually spins all the way around this landmass. You can see it there through the other side of the trees. We're not talking about a pond. We're talking about a major body of water and a lot of tough terrain that surrounds this area.
Yesterday afternoon, we received a call to provide approximately 60 personnel to come out and support the civil authorities and just comb in the area and try to assist in finding Dominick. Right now we've got those soldiers are going through every building, alongside the lake. We're turning trash. We're looking everywhere, just trying to do anything we can to help the family. And obviously we're more than happy to provide the manpower and muscle that we've got here today, but more importantly, we're providing our thoughts and prayers to those that care most about Dominick.
In the meantime, family members hope for the best.
The family's doing about like you can expect, scared, upset, worried.
Felt the need to be here. I have a 3-year-old grandson, and you know, I would pray that people would come and help me if he was lost.
Parents, how are they right now?
Upset. I guess just like any other parent, they want answers, and you know, they turn to us for answers, and there's not much to say because there's not any evidence, nothing. Like I say, we're going in 3 different directions.
Behind his home became the center of the search. Investigators dragged the lake, dive teams went down, and dogs scoured the shoreline. 6 days later,
we're very confident he's not in the lake. Now, is it possible? This is a large lake, but there are very little currents, and we've talked to a lot of experts, and we believe the search we've conducted, if he was in that water, we would have found him.
Now, according to Thomas Brown with the FBI, focus shifts. They're strongly considering someone abducted Dominick. The FBI is teaming up with the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, passing out these flyers across Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Louisiana, asking anyone who may have seen something suspicious to report it.
This could include someone who is visiting the area, someone who recently arrived in the White Oak area in Arkansas prior to last Tuesday, or just somebody who left suddenly.
They're questioning sex offenders within a 50-mile radius of Dominick's home and patrons of a bar close by. They've had a few leads, but investigators admit they have no idea what happened to Dominick.
Possibility that someone could have actually taken him. I mean, we just don't know at this time.
I mean, especially nowhere to turn. You know, we're following every lead. We've got phone calls from El Dorado to Little Rock with a possible sighting. We got people going in, reviewing tapes, interviewing.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Jancy Sheet.
Well, good evening. I'm Bob Clausen. It's good to have you along. The case of a missing 3-year-old in Ouachita County ends in tragedy.
A search patrol found Dominick Arceneaux in the lower White Oak Lake area this morning. Authorities believe he drowned.
KRK4's Pete Thompson just returned from there right now. Pete, what do we know so far?
Well, Bob, everything in this case has been looked at, from a drowning to a possible kidnapping. But around 11:45 this morning, the body of Dominick was found floating in the water. A sheriff's office rescue team found him about 200 yards down from his home on the lake and about 10 feet from the shoreline. Arceneaux went missing 8 days ago. He was playing outside his family's home at the time with his dogs in a wheelbarrow. The sheriff says he came inside to remove his shoes. Then his mother and aunt discovered he disappeared about 5 minutes later. FBI agents, sheriff's deputies, and local volunteers have combed the lake and surrounding woods for days. Family members say Arceneaux was terrified of the water. No doubt today's discovery was a tragic end to an exhausting search.
He is scared to death of it, and I've watched him. He wouldn't do it. How he ended up in there, I don't know.
One of the worst things you could ever do is let a mother and father know that, you know, their child is gone.
It's also important to note that Arceneaux's home was about 50 feet away from the water, but the sheriff says they have not officially ruled out foul play yet. They're still waiting on the coroner's report.